Hey guys, welcome back to the Twenteen podcast. I'm your co-host Carolyn.
Co-host Kimmie.
And did you guys miss us?
Of course you did.
Oh my gosh, I know they missed us.
Because I missed you.
Because I missed you guys. We
You.
missed each other. We missed this.
I missed you.
We need
Random
our
person name inserted.
no fan name inserted.
Yeah, fan name inserted.
Friend name inserted.
We should have a fandom name.
Twenteeners?
No,
What?
like 20s. 20s.
But 20s is just a number.
I said 20s, like TWENIES.
IES 20s.
Hey, 20s.
I guess so. It's kind of cute.
20s.
Y'all are their 20s.
Y'all 20s.
So insert 20s names.
Yeah. Or if you guys don't like that fandom name, then make up your
something
own.
else.
I tried. I fucking tried.
Fuck. I think that's cute though, the little 20s. But yeah, we've been missing in action.
Yeah. We did not plan this properly.
We did not.
Because you were like, we'll come back in August.
Yeah, we'll come back and we'll have time to shoot. And it was just like, oh no, we have a lot on our plate.
Yeah.
I started classes. I go to FIU now.
Woo.
And yeah, just work schedule as well.
Yeah.
All my work basically just got crammed into like the span of 2 weeks because we went to Texas. That's right, Texas.
We went to Texas for Dreamcon.
Yes. Yeah, and I didn't actually expect, honestly, to like Texas as much as I did. But I don't know.
I love Texas.
Yeah,
now.
I don't know if it's just because like Dreamcon made Texas
so
fun,
much better.
But like I actually like Texas now.
Yeah,
like I was like, I don't know, like all that yeehaw, hippie, ha ha, hee haw.
It makes me feel American.
Yeah, like, but I was like, I don't know if I'm all I'm all up in there. As soon as I got there, I'm like, yeah,
yippee ki motherfucker.
Hey ho.
Yeah, like I
get me on a horse. Mind you, I don't like.
I wanted to see a horse so bad. Like,
yeah, I wanted to see a horse.
We landed. She was like, "Where's the horses?"
I was like, "I want to see a horse." I said, "Why don't I see a horse in that field?" Like every field that I was seeing and clocking, I was like, "There needs to be a horse in there," and I don't understand why there isn't one.
Yeah,
we are in Texas. Obviously, every single field needs a horse in it.
Yeah,
but apparently that's not how it works there.
No,
we learned
obviously not.
Yeah, I also have a fear of riding on horses. So
why did you want to see a horse so fucking bad?
Because
she was like, I want a horse ass.
Because we're in Texas, I want to see a horse, and we actually did get to see like a horse, but not just any horse. Like no, these were like Megan the Stallion, like big old horses.
You know that's how big horses are.
No,
yeah,
no, those horses were like premium. Those were like
horses.
premium horses. But
that's how big they are.
No, I don't. Y'all could correct us, but those horses were like. They were like the police horses. Those horses were huge. Like
just for show too.
No, yeah, and they were like the horses would like literally like the police would be on top of the horse and they would like walk with the horses and like do like a procession. But I think those police horses are bigger than regular horses. Yeah, because I've been on a horse and those horses look big.
Remember
they look like
look like those would be the horses that they be rolling around in.
They look like Pegasus, like mythical creature, like
in
horses.
Davie,
the horse that I went on,
those are the horses that I've seen. Like people just like casually riding around in Davie. That's the horses.
They're that big.
Yeah. So
the horses that I saw,
I was like, okay, that's a horse.
Oh, the horses that I saw, they were like
you got a baby horse
in Punta Cana. No, they were like adult horses, but they weren't like
baby horse.
And then we actually went to like Southwest Ranches and they had like a horse like sanctuary or whatever one time, and we went and like that's why I was like when I saw these horses I knew they were bigger than the horses that I've seen before. So that's how like they're premium. They're like they probably cost an arm and a leg. Like
don't you call them Megan the Stallion?
Yes, Megan the Stallion. Like yes, like
it's funny as fuck.
Strong ass horses. Like that's what it was giving. They weren't just giving like a regular horse. Like it was giving. If we ride on these horses, they're gonna trample and kill you with one stomp. You're dead. Yeah, and their shit was huge too. Their actual shit.
Yeah,
okay, like
horses.
They just walking shit and walk. Mm-hmm. And I was petrified. Actually, we had went down like this street. I forgot what was it? 6th Street.
They call it 6th
or whatever.
Street.
We went down 6th Street and they like walked the horses. And it's like it's a cute idea, but then when you really think about it, it's like all these people are walking.
You have to back it up for people who don't know. So we were in Austin, Texas, and in Austin, Texas, there's a popular street called the 6th Street where they close it down, and it's just like literally a bunch of clubs, bar crawl, and it's just a long ass walk or whatever. And like every night, they have, I think, like 6 or 8 cops on fucking horses, and they just ride them through the fucking like people.
But we saw them the night before too when we were like eating like at that place. They had walked by before, but this time it was like, nah, they were really, really close to us because they were actually like in the street.
Because we were on the street where they were at. Yeah. So, because I think we've even like, because we passed by it and we're like, holy shit, those are fucking cops on horses. Yeah. And then that night, one of the nights we had went there for that reason. So I try to like go to a bar or whatever. Just to be honest, Austin bars are crazy packed. Yeah, like they gave me anxiety.
It was like lines, but then also like the whole street was packed of people. And then like I said, the concept is cute. Like, oh, like the horses walk through the street, and then people could see the horses. But then when you really think about it, and like when the concept is actually like done, it's like, yeah, there's a whole bunch of people walking. The horses pass through and they shit while they're walking. So it's just like,
yeah, everyone
like everybody had to like bypass the shit. People were stepping in the shit and just like trampling the shit around.
Yeah, so people are like throwing up to the sides.
Throwing up and there's shit on the street, and like people are just walking through the shit, and you have to like bypass around it.
Everybody.
And then there's like snakes, and personally, I don't like to be very close to snakes. I don't have a problem with snakes being out in the wild, but to be like, they're like, you know, trying to like get people to hold the snakes or whatever,
and take pictures and shit like that, because it's a tourist spot,
right? So it'd be like, I'm walking trying to avoid the shit. Oh, also on my right, avoid the snake, avoid the shit, avoid the snake. Like it was like, avoid my god,
avoid the shit, avoid the snake, avoid the crowd of people out in the corner. You're like,
avoid the crowd of people. It was like very overstimulating.
You know what it felt like?
Yeah.
You remember that episode of SpongeBob when he was on Davy Jones' boat, and him and Patrick went through the department store, and they kept getting sprayed by
all the perfume being sprayed. That's what it felt like. Yes.
Just chaos. Yes. Like, where
am I? Every second there's gonna be something. Like we're trying to avoid the shit, avoid the snake, avoid the creep, the people. Like it was very hectic,
and not lose each other.
And not lose each other. Because it was so it was just so many crazy people there.
Like people were just like,
we saw a bachelorette party of like 20. When I say there was 20, I was like, wow, how do you have that many friends?
And then we had to explain to one of our guy friends why in a woman based friend group,
it might not work out.
It's just not. It's not gonna work out how you think it's gonna work out.
Because it's 20 girls, and you know, not every girl
is a girl's girl.
And you know what I'm saying? So it's like I would be a little cautious if it was like 20 of these. I'm like,
it was 20 individuals in total. Like we were like, damn, they're still going. Yeah, 20 individuals.
I'm like, how close can you be with 20 people? That's because it's like it takes time and dedication to be friends with somebody and to like keep contact with that person. So then it's like, how am I sure that all 20 of these people are truly my friend? Because you can't know that.
I think I called it. I was like 5 of them are envious as fuck that she's getting married.
Yes.
There's like 2 that are like genuinely happy. Yes. There's at least 15 that don't care, just want to get drunk and fuck on the bachelor. Like
they're trying to find out of the groom party who's next, who's in next in line for them.
Who's gonna be their fucking like husband? Like that's. I was like, it's not love.
Basically,
it's 2 genuines that are like, I'm so happy.
Yeah, I'm like, this is my bestie, like for life. Like we talk every day, or you know, every other day. Like we are locked in.
And
like,
there's 5 bitches that's in the corner that when they get just drunk, like, they're like, it should be me,
or just like, I mean, I guess like, but who the fuck would wear that shit for a bachelorette party? Like,
she looks like a fucking avatar.
If that was me, like I would actually be wearing something fucking cute, and I don't know what the fuck she's got on, but it's not that cute. Like
she looks like a fucking avatar.
But you know we could also be wrong. They could all be girls, and could all be like, maybe through her walk of life she's met them. And
I personally doubt it, because it's really rare to find a girl's girl.
Mm-hmm.
Like now it's happening a little bit more where you can actually trust women now. Because I was like, there was a time you couldn't even trust your own girls. Because you're just like, there's a pick me. There's a pick me amongst you.
Yeah.
Just waiting for it to pop up. Like they're in disguise.
Yeah.
Now I feel like it's a little bit more girls.
Yeah, because like conversation and people talk and like, you know, try to come to an understanding with each other more. Yeah. So, but
at the same time though, they were like all white women, and I was like, I know how white women get when it comes to weddings. I don't know what it is. A white woman will be a girl's girl until a wedding is present. Yeah, that's when it's like all bets off. Yeah, fucking we
don't care. We're gonna
there's a free for all at a fucking wedding. I don't know why they do that. Yeah, they will be a girl's girl. Like if you are drunk or if you are scared and you're like, oh my god, I'm by myself in like a public situation, you can go up to a white woman and be like, ma'am, I'm scared. And she will personally make it her mission to make that person fucking fear you because you made her, like, you're making her scared.
Yeah.
Same thing with, like, old black women.
I'm about to say, it's the same thing with black women. Like, if you come up to you be like, listen, I'm need help.
Scared.
Yeah, I need help. They'll be like, who did it? Who did it? Who?
Point it out.
Pull him up. Come here.
It's more aggressive than the white woman. The white woman's like, oh my God, sweetie, that's who the fuck did it?
Yeah.
Okay. You want a popsicle? I have a fruit snack. It's like, they're that's how white women are gonna act.
Right.
But weddings, that's all. It's like, that's when they're like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Free for all.
Yeah. So I mean, it was pretty hectic on that street, but I still had a good time though.
Yeah.
I think that was that the actual day of my birthday?
No.
That wasn't the actual day?
We left on your actual day of the birthday.
Oh, but it was like the night. What was it?
It was a Saturday. We went out.
Oh.
Because we were in the... Okay, so...
No, but why did you say happy birthday at the club?
Because it was close to your birthday.
But it turned into my birthday. That's what I'm saying, at 12?
No, it didn't.
Was it that day?
No, it wasn't.
Oh. Anyways, we had went to Texas too because I went with her because my birthday, it was the week of my birthday.
So Dreamcon kind of fell around her birthday.
Yeah.
And so I was, funny.
Officially 23, y'all.
She's old.
I'm not that old. I'm very young, actually. I'm so spry and young, and I just like, you know, I'm not, yeah.
I am, yeah.
I am literally so young. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I were to die today, they'll be like, she was too young.
They always say that. Bitches are 60.
Even
She was so young.
You're like 101, and they're like so young, taken too soon,
taken too late. That's what the fuck that is.
Should have been gone. Actually, they were hoping to die. They've been waiting for this day.
She had grandkids that died before her. What the fuck?
She was waiting for the day. She was praying for this day. She wanted to go so bad. She was saying, if they do take me off of life support, even if I don't need it, take me off. Like, I want to die.
Said, I've been trying
for the
last 40 years.
Yeah, at the funeral they'd be like, too soon, way too soon. Should have saw her greats and the greats.
Okay, no, but okay. So Dreamcon, I feel like we have to explain a lot because I'm like, I'm not sure if our audience is very much.
Yeah, they probably don't know what Dreamcon is.
So actually, let's back it up some more.
Beep,
Let's talk about our July month recap.
July wrap up.
Our little July wrap up. So July happens. I move in with my boyfriend. Yay.
Yay.
Then shortly after that, we had SuperCon.
Yes. Yes.
We had to go to SuperCon.
Yeah. SuperCon is in Miami. So
SuperCon
it's in Miami.
In
Florida. In
Florida. Florida SuperCon. Sorry. Let me say Florida SuperCon because I think they have different
because
SuperCons.
there's a bunch of different cons. Like,
if you
say Comic-Con, they know San Diego. If you say SuperCon, they know here. If you say Dreamcon, they know Texas. So it's like, the first part of the con is like usually how you know
like
where it is
roughly, because there's also I just seen they had like a anime con or whatever, but it's like in New York.
Have K-Con too.
I know K-Con.
Yeah,
we all know K-Con.
I didn't know until guys, I just got into
Cat's Eye.
Cat's Eye. Why am I blanking on their name? I just got into Cat's Eye because I watched a documentary. Well, I was into them a little bit before, but then I watched a documentary and now I'm obsessed. And I have thoughts on that, but we'll get to it. Next episode we'll get to those thoughts.
Anyways,
but let's stick with Dreamcon.
Yeah, so SuperCon, I know I had to definitely go this year because I was gonna pass on it because we were going to Dreamcon. I already had that set. But I was like, we have to go to SuperCon because 2 voice actors from 2 games that I love and will not shut up about, Red Dead Redemption 1 and Red Dead Redemption 2. The voice actor for John Marston was there, and the voice actor for Arthur Morgan were gonna the voice actor for Arthur Morgan and for John Marston were gonna be there. So I was like, I have to go because I have the video games. I need them to sign my map.
Yeah.
So we went to SuperCon. Caroline was there. My boyfriend was there. We all went. Like, we literally went. And the first stop we went to was, let's get these damn games signed. So I went up there. Nobody was in the line for the voice actor for John Marston, which I thought was a crime. Because I was like, there's no way he's just standing here.
It was a few people in the line, but it was...
There literally, when I walked up, the person walked away. So I was like, I don't even have time to
process what's going to be happening. Yeah.
Especially because...
I knew my job. I was sitting there like, Kimmie, it's okay. I was like, be calm.
Yeah, she was trying to calm me
down. You're okay. Because I could already see just like her little, like in her eyes, her mind was just going.
Running.
Racing all the thoughts from before. I was like, okay.
And the funny part is I had to explain to Caroline afterwards. Because Jamal knows a bit, but like, for me,
more so when you were talking to him, I was like, oh wow, like I didn't realize like how much this means to you.
Yeah,
like how much this means
and that was like the craziest part too, is because like, so like in high school, what I was gonna say, a lot of shit happened in high school. So in high school, I had a boyfriend, and me and him switched games. So he wanted Arkham City, and I took his Red Dead because he was like, oh, I have this game, like it's a cowboy game. I didn't play it yet. Then me and him like broke up for that summer or whatever, and then he never like asked me for my game. I asked for my Arkham City back. I was like, bro, I want my game. And then he kind of like disappeared, like he just never went back to school again. I was like, okay, well, I have his damn game forever, and he has my Arkham City, whatever. Roughly around that time, that's when like everything happened. Like this is literally like, I literally call it like the sophomore year was like everything happened. Like I got emotionally abused in a relationship. Then I got cheated on in another relationship. Then my mom had to pick up 2 jobs, which means I would see my mom less, and I would have to deal with more things as a single like parent, whatever. And it was just like in that cataclysm where I was like, oh wow,
everything is going to shit.
I'm depressed.
Yeah.
it dawned on me, and I like sat down with it that I was actually depressed, because it's like, it's a lot to deal with, where it's like, as a teenager, it's weird because like in a weird way you want your mom, you know what I mean, like you want your mom, you want to sit down and talk with your mom, and I couldn't do that because she had a second job, which means she wasn't home, so I couldn't de-stress with school, so she could simply be like, girl, it's gonna pass. Not hearing girl, it's gonna pass really took a toll on me, which is weird because like you didn't think it would take a toll, but it did.
No, I think so. You need like for some reason
it
needs to be
girl,
reiterated.
You need a mom
over and over and over again. It needs to be reiterated because you could really get stuck in your head and think like, this is gonna be forever, like this is what life's gonna feel like forever, and it's
so easy to get stuck in that because it's like you're there 5 days straight, you're there for hours for 5 days straight. It's literally,
you have high
world.
expectations of like, you got to finish this work because you're gonna go to college, and it's just like, oh, it's my gosh,
so for my mom not to be there constantly being like, girl, this will pass, it like took a toll on me, just being in that environment and just having to figure a lot of stuff out at that age. The only thing, and I literally said, I was like, the only thing randomly that I was like, okay, I'm gonna play, because I was tired of playing Black Ops. I was like, I need something else to distract me, because I feel myself like physically slipping into a depression where I don't think I could get it from. Was Red Dead Redemption. Like that was the game that I randomly threw in one day on my PS3, and I fell in love with it. I fell in love with the story, everything about it. Here I am meeting the voice I spent hours with, like countless hours. Like I was combing through that little Texas area that we played in Red Dead and a little bit of Mexico, and I'm meeting this man, and literally I'm shaking. I'm like, I was shaking like this.
Like she was like in tears, like,
and it was like, even talking about now,
no,
like,
she wasn't even in tears, she was actually crying. Like it wasn't just like, oh, like she's tearing up a little bit. She was literally like, tears were coming down her face or whatever, and then I started
yeah, I didn't. Caroline's like in the back, like.
I've never played this game.
No, she's no clue who this person
I don't know, no clue who this person is.
No clue.
Kimmie started crying,
like,
and I was just like, I could tell how much it meant to her, and that's what got me. Yeah. So then I started crying because she was crying.
Yeah, and I know Jamal just sat there like, I hate it here. These bitches always crying.
And like this was the first time I was hearing this story like being explained. Like she was explaining it to him actually, and he was just like, "Oh, like Kimmie," he's like, "It's okay." Like he's like, "You're so good" or whatever.
I literally walked up there.
She was explaining it to him. Like I
started shaking,
shakily crying.
I said, "Hi." He goes, "Hi," and I started bawling. Like I couldn't, because his voice is actually like John. Like that's his actual voice. Yeah. So I was like, "Holy fuck! You weren't even putting on like a voice. You actually sound like that." So I started shaking, crying, and he was like, "Oh, please." He was like, "Oh, you're too pretty to cry." I don't know why people always do that, because I'm like, don't do that, because I'm gonna start like, I'm gonna start losing it more. So like, he's like, "Oh, you're too pretty to cry." Literally, like, it's so funny because now I think about it, I was in that man's arms like the whole time.
He was like, "Oh," like, and I'm just sitting there like,
that crying.
So beautiful. Like I'm like sitting there. I'm like, this is so beautiful. And she's like explaining to him like, you know, about high school and just how hard it was and how the game got her through it or whatever. Because first of all, she explained it to me at first. And she said, no, it was just him saying, good girl. And I was like,
she said,
I was like, she's like, no, it's not like that.
No,
not like that. Like he just says like good girl, and I'm like,
and it's so funny because like I kept saying it, and I'm like, no one gets what I mean, like
because I've never played this game, so I'm just like, you're crying.
It sounds like a kink. It's not a kink, bro. I swear. Like I swear to you, it's not a kink. Like I swear, it's not like no. Like it's not a kink. Like I swear.
And it's just that she's like literally crying in tears, shaking, and she's like, and he just said good girl, and I was just like, okay.
She said,
I'm like, I could feel it. Okay. I mean, it's shit.
I need him to hear it.
It put you in tears. Let me hear it.
It must be good. Like not realizing that something is stupid and it's trivial, and something that he probably spent like 5 seconds in the studio was
saying,
like, yeah, good girl. That literally just me hearing him. Because again, on this game, you're riding your horse everywhere. Yeah. And it takes a little time. It takes some distance and stuff like that to get to distances. Right. So simply just like you riding your horse and it's just like, you're all right, girl. Or, oh, good girl. In a weird way, it's like, it made me feel like everything was okay. I know it sounds so weird. No. Because it's like, what the fuck? It's just, he's talking to the horse. But just constantly hearing it and constantly being like, yeah, it is all right. Yes, I'm all right. Yes, it's okay. Yeah, I'm okay. Like, it just that simply got me through sophomore to junior year. Right. Because then, like, senior year, my mom, like, quit the second job. And, like, you know, we started doing better after that. So it was just, like, that little moment of just, like, writing in the silence. And then the game is also, like, ambient. Like, they would play, like, little, like, you hear a little acoustic guitar here or whatever. It's very, very beautiful game. And it's, like, you're just sitting there, you're writing, and you just hear, like, the little guitar playing, like, a little solo, and you just hear, you're all right, girl. And it's, like, wow, I need that. So me crying, seeing this man that I've literally could not even imagine seeing him. Yeah. He was absolutely amazing. He's love him. Sweet. He is absolutely so sweet. So like I said, I spent probably like 90% in this man's arms. Like I didn't realize I was literally bawling. I was like, crumpled.
You were, I
was in this man's arms.
And I'm just sitting there crying like, they're thinking that I know him. I'm just like, I don't know this man.
It was so funny. Because I know Jamal sat there. I know Jamal sat there like, he said, here's the map. Here's the map.
Here's the map. You want him to sign it? And she's like, yeah, I do want him to sign it.
He was like, which side do you want me to sign? Because there's like, you know, two parts of the game or whatever.
You said, where? What was the best part? Where do you want me to sign it on?
Yeah, and then he asked me where, and I was like, Chola Springs, because I spent all yeah, okay. Yeah, no, it was beautiful. And then I met the Arthur Morgan.
She's literally crying again.
Yeah, like,
stop. Like, you're gonna mess up your makeup. Suck it back in.
So and then we talked to Arthur Morgan, and I felt so bad for his voice actor because he had a long line, and I'm like, everybody's sitting here like, can you sign my map?
Yeah.
He was done by the point he got to me. He was just like, hi. And I was like, hi, I love the game.
And he just like, saw you boo crying. Like they weren't that, they wasn't that far from him. They were like, they were like literally like maybe a poster in between. So he's just like,
You like the game?
You like the game? I know you do. I can tell.
You were bawling.
Yep.
You were bawling.
Yeah,
Yeah, you actually cried so bad.
Yeah. And then we went upstairs.
Oh yeah, we went upstairs.
So we went upstairs.
Majority of our time upstairs.
No, really. Like they had like a game room or whatever. So we were playing Mario, or we were playing Donkey Kong.
We were playing Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah.
And we would pass off the controller. Yeah. And like one person died, you had to pass it off to the next person.
Yeah. That was really fun though.
That was fun.
We never played games yet. We never played games together yet.
No. That was the
first time.
I just thought about that. That was the first time we played games together. It was hilarious. People. I don't know.
We were screaming. Like we were screaming.
We did lose our voice. we lost our voice.
Like we were walking back and we're like, don't. But like, I think we were the loudest two people there, and people would like literally look over at the game and be like, "What are y'all playing?" Because y'all are making it seem like
the funniest part is right. I'm like screaming at Caroline, like Caroline, just fucking jump.
I'm like, I'm jumping, I'm going, I'm trying. You're like, no, that's not what you were yelling at me for. You were yelling at me for speed running.
Yeah,
she was like, stop it, let go of the button, stop speed running, just walk normally. And I'm like, no, because I'm gonna go.
Like literally, she tried to like, she's like, I know what I'm doing. No, you don't. No, you don't, babes. No, you don't. It's not Mario. And I tried to tell her, like, it's not Mario. It's not Mario.
It literally was like same buttons.
No,
yes, like
it was not Mario.
I literally only, and that's the only thing. Like, I only want to speedrun Mario. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and actually like. I can't sit here for that long. Time. No, I need to speedrun. She goes, if I don't pass while literally running at full force and speed, then I guess I didn't play the game. I'm not playing the game.
So much. It was so funny. Literally, people were stopping and being like, "What are they?
What are they playing?" Because they were like, "Are y'all good?" They were yelling.
There was one guy who literally said, I need to know what they're playing. Like he was playing like Tekken or some shit. He was playing a fighting game. He literally stopped playing the fighting game with his friend, leaned over, went back to the game and said, they're playing Donkey Kong Country. In the most serious tone, he goes, they're playing Donkey Kong Country. And the guy was like, I mean, they're enjoying themselves. He goes, I've never heard anyone scream at Donkey Kong Country before. And I'm sitting there laughing in my head because I was like, we must sound insane.
Like, no, really. Like, we must sound like we're playing like the most intense game. Like, what is a game that like needs a lot of strategy? Like, like probably is the hardest game to conquer.
They think we're playing Elden Ring. No, they think we're playing Dark Souls.
No, literally.
And it's you turn
the corner and you see like the low graphics
of Donkey Kong Country,
and we're on a cart like trying to pass, like literally like playing like literally the easiest game. Like it wasn't that hard. Like, and we're screaming and crying because
we'll be
like on like the last like life, and it's like, okay, if we lose, we're gonna have to go back like
all the way back, bro.
Like
and I don't want to do
that. 5 levels. Like we don't want to do that again. We played this
lock in and
3 different times. Yeah, we never locked in. We never locked in.
How many times we had to redo?
Yeah,
we did this shit like 20 times.
Never locked in.
I'm sorry, we did that
never
shit
locked
20
in.
times.
And we were screaming, but then we also met 2 other girls.
I was like, because of us playing Donkey Kong Country, a girl had came through and she was like, I need to be with y'all.
Yeah, she's like, I don't want to be with my boyfriend right now because he's over there playing games. I'm gonna hang out with y'all.
Said, I want to hang out with you guys.
She literally said, peace. Let her boyfriend walk away.
She sat down next to she's like, y'all mind if I sit down?
Yes.
I said, go ahead.
And we were literally chatting.
We're playing the game. We're talking about Ariana Grande.
Lore. We were talking about a whole bunch of stuff. Twilight, like you just
and then out of that, one of the girls, like, she high-key did that sound where she's like, oh, are you guys talking about Maria Antoinette?
No.
Yes. Is he taken?
Yes.
She sits down. She starts talking.
No, because you were talking about I don't know how do we bring up She-Ra?
No. Because you guys were talking about animation, and you were like, oh yeah, anime. I want to watch anime, and the girl was talking about anime, and that was the funniest part because the other girl was like, huh, She-Ra?
Yes,
I know what thing about She-Ra. I was like,
I don't really watch. I was like, I've never watched anime yet before, except for like what's it called?
She-Ra.
No, The Notebook. Death Note.
Yeah.
I started watching Death Note, but I didn't finish it.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't really watch anime, and they were like, blasphemous. But I was like, no. I watch anime.
Carolyn was like, I watched Studio Ghibli, dog.
Yeah, I was like, I
watch
all of Studio Ghibli. I watch animation stuff.
I want to get into anime, and so the girl started like
if I watch animation stuff, this is what I watch. I watch like The Forces of Evil. What's her name? Why am I forgetting?
Star.
I'm blanking on all these names right now, but Star versus the Forces of Evil.
I love that.
I watch She-Ra. Like I watch Miraculous Ladybug. Like in that vein of like animation, like literally like kids shows in a way. Like Steven Universe. I watch all of Steven Universe. I watch all of the Owl House. Like that's like animation that I watch, and I love them. I love them to bits. Okay, but have I watched anime? No. So when they're like, we're gonna list our animes that we watch, and I was just like, I don't know those. But when I mentioned She-Ra. Yeah. The girl behind she was like, did you say She-Ra?
It was literally the Marie Antoinette sound, but she was like, She-Ra? I know a thing or two about She-Ra.
And I turned around, she's literally dressed as Catra from
she's
the show.
Literally dressed as someone from She-Ra. So I was like, wow, it's crazy. I don't know any of this, right?
Yes.
So she sits down, and so then we all start sitting there chit-chatting. We first talked about anime, and then we start talking about like cosplays.
The Bratz. We're talking about Bratz and stuff like that, because we were saying we wanted to like dress up as like a group, like girls, like a girl group of stuff or whatever. So yeah.
So before we had left, me and Carolyn was at my house, and she was like, oh, I was like, did you see that cosplay of the Brats at SuperCon? And she's like, yeah, I saw it.
Yeah.
And she's like, damn, we need 2 other people to do shit like that with. Then we meet 2 girls.
Two other girls.
2 girls, so cool. Follow them on Instagram. Fucking love them. 2 girls that literally was like, yeah, so we
literally like manifested it. So
we literally manifested it.
Yeah.
So SuperCon was
very fun.
I feel like if I rated it, 5 out of 10.
No, I rated a 7.
I say 5 out of 10 because I'm like,
I'll rate it a 7 just because it was like, I don't feel like we need like all the theatrics to like have fun. Like you know what I'm saying? It used to be like, oh, XYZ is happening, da da da. Like even if it's just like we were just playing a game, like whatever, it was still so fun to me. Yeah. So actually, I would rate it. I would rate it higher. I'll give it a 7.
I'll give it a 7 now.
Yeah,
I'll give it 7. You're right, because it really was just us. All I did was have that man sign a thing. We walked around like the main room, seen some like we were like we're not buying nothing. Yeah, I know you bought something. You bought
No, I didn't. That was a Dreamcon.
No,
what did I buy?
The Appa thing.
That was a Dreamcon.
Oh, never mind. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, no, you didn't. We didn't buy anything. Sorry. Yeah, we didn't buy anything at SuperCon.
Yeah, we didn't buy anything.
We didn't buy anything at SuperCon, and then we went upstairs and we played Donkey Kong Country until 11 o'clock.
Yeah, it was like 12. Like we were late. We were there late
a long time. To the point where we went to Raising Cane's.
Yeah, we were Raising Cane's. Yeah, we were like tapped out. That was fun.
Yeah,
like like that was super fun.
Yeah, I would go to Dreamcon. Not Dreamcon. I'll go to SuperCon again.
So then
Dreamcon comes.
Then so that was like the beginning of the month was SuperCon, and then the end of the month was Dreamcon.
And I have to say, if you are
and then sorry,
you okay?
I don't know.
I was like,
a demon was escaped out of my mouth.
I literally heard you. And I was like, is she talking?
Am I vomiting?
Like, is she talking right now? What the fuck's happening?
Okay.
No, but I was gonna say Dreamcon. If you're a black nerd, go. No questions about it. Black nerd,
and we met more black
everything.
Black girls. Like we met more black weird little girlies. Like
it was so fun.
So fun.
Like I said, if you're a black nerd, again, that encompasses everything. That means if you're into video games, if you're into comic books, if you're into anime, if you're into anything that is nerdy and someone has
animation, even animation, because there was Steven Universe stuff. Yes, there was Steven Universe stuff there, Owl House stuff there. Like I was walking around and I was talking to it. I was like, because SuperCon is very anime based, and I like I said, I haven't watched a lot of anime, so I'm like but like I have watched a lot of animation stuff. So when we were walking, I was talking stuff. I was like, Steven Universe, Owl House. Kimmie's like, see, I didn't know. I didn't know that she was an animation girl for real, like just animation stuff. I was like,
I was like, oh shit,
I was like, before I
love this.
Yeah, I was like, before I wanted to do film, I wanted to just do animation. Like before like just like general film. Yeah, I was like, I want to do animation.
Which makes sense because you can draw.
Yeah, but I just don't want to draw all the time.
Yeah,
that's
like,
the only
draw,
thing.
Though, but yeah,
I could draw. I literally went to school for how many fucking years just drawing.
Yeah,
but I'm like, do I want to do animation every day, all day? It's just no. I mean, filming already is a long process, but then add animation on top of that.
Yeah,
it's even longer. And I'm like, I don't know if that's the exact path I want to go down. But I think like that was like a little blip in time where I was just like, this is something that I really want to do. Like, like it ended up turning into like, this is why I want to do film. Like, I love this general area. Yeah. So I'm gonna stay there. But I also just watch. So now I just watch all of like animations. Like if it's on Netflix, if it's on, Hulu, whatever, I'm gonna watch them. Like I love all the Disney like animations and movies and stuff like that. So
a lot of like animation. And that's why I was like, oh shit, I didn't know you watched a lot of it. Like you watch a lot. Anything that's animated. Like okay.
Yeah.
Because like I said, BlackCon. Fucking
Black. At this point, it is BlackCon.
I didn't mean to lie. Oh
my god. No, you're right. BlackCon.
No, I meant to say was okay.
Like, why does that sound like something so racist? That sounds like something a white person would say. Like in Texas,
it did. They're like,
in Texas, when we went to that chicken place, it'd be like they got that goddamn BlackCon going on down the street.
Fucking BlackCon.
Fucking BlackCon. All these black people here. That's when
they love their chicken. No, I'm so sorry. That sounds so racist. Dreamcon.
Right down the street from the fried chicken place. I know I could get their asses.
No, I didn't mean BlackCon. I was like, fuck.
I used to it so like with the Viction BlackCon. Oh my gosh. That got me so bad. That tickled me. Oh my god.
What I meant to say was Dreamcon is a safe space for black nerds.
Are you sure?
No, because
they're not gonna get us BlackCon.
Oh my god. Y'all, listen. No, for real, Dreamcon is a safe space for black nerds. Yes. And it was probably, you know what I've seen on TikTok, and it's so true. So what I seen on TikTok for like DreamCon was a lot of people being like, "Oh, you get the DreamCon blues." Where it's like,
oh, you miss it.
You sit there and you're like, damn, I really miss it, because it is the safest space for Black nerds.
Yes,
ever. Like when I mean safest space, like constant. Like it felt like actually it is a Black nerd cookout. That's what it is.
Oh my gosh,
it's a Black
that's
nerd
cute.
cookout.
That's cute
because everyone was dancing at random points in time. They're always playing music.
Yes,
and it was such a safe space.
And the music was good. Whoever that DJ was, who was on the main floor. He was,
DJ
I think he was bumping. We were like walking around, like looking for stuff, like looking at all the like little booths and dancing at the same time. We'd be like,
I was saying first day.
You might find some videos on the internet because we was bumping.
We was first. Hold on. First day, we dressed up as Hogwarts students. Yeah. So we had like our little get down with the little our ties.
Yes.
We're walking on like the first floor with all like the little shops and stuff. Why he want to play Deja Vu like that? Not gonna like transform us.
Transform me. That's literally my favorite Beyonce song.
That's my
favorite ass Beyonce song.
No, that is my favorite Beyonce song. That's the one I think I can sing.
Yeah.
That's when I'd be like, I know I can't sing, but I think I can.
Yeah, like
if I try hard enough.
Literally, like heard it and was like, we gotta get closer to the music. Like I was
we got closer, and it was funny because we're like dancing and trying to look at shit, and I was like, hold on. Then we started dancing with other people,
yeah,
like
people
other
was
like Black girlies and stuff like that.
Yes,
but that one girl, she was like,
But this is what I have to say about DreamCon though. When we first walked in, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna cap. I said, damn, it's a lot of Black people. We were both just like, damn,
it's a lot of Black people.
It's a lot of Black people in one place. Like and it's like kind of like a culture. Like it's like weird that it's like an opposite form of a culture shock.
No, it is a culture shock.
Yeah, because it was just like
used to because we were used to it's going to SuperCon where it's predominantly white. So you're not really expecting Black people.
Yeah.
The minute you are,
but also just all the spaces that we're in, it's never like predominantly like you're gonna.
You just like, see white people and just get used to it.
It's not even predominantly. It was like 100%. Like I'm not even gonna count like 99.1% or something like that of Black people. I only probably saw like three white people. I'm not gonna count.
When you're walking to DreamCon, you see like Black people start congregating, and then you see the line to get in. You're like, oh like, shit, it's a lot of Black people. Then you get inside,
and you're like, shit, oh, it's a lot of Black people. You walk into the floor, you're like, damn, it's a lot of us.
And then you're trying to get food. Then, damn, it's Black people.
And then like so maybe like 30 minutes in, you're like, yeah, this is how it's supposed to be.
It's the most normal feeling ever.
Exactly. It's like it's not even like
it don't
like,
click.
Oh my God,
that it's not
weird.
You, majority wise.
Exactly. It's so like weird. It's like this is nice. Yeah. Like I don't gotta worry about nothing. Yeah. It smell good. I'm not gonna girls are walking by smelling delicious.
Okay.
Men got the cologne on. Like they got deodorant on.
I'm not gonna hold you though.
What?
DreamCon had fine bitches and fine niggas.
I'm not.
I was confused.
You ain't gotta hold me. I was looking. I was looking. I'm like, damn. Oh shit. Okay. Like
I was barking. I was like, oh, stop.
Black people are beautiful. Like it wasn't gonna be hard to find. It wasn't gonna be hard to find no fine people.
Like
and then they will be in the get-ups. They will be in the clothes. They will wear the fuck out of their clothes.
Oh, the
wear the fuck out of their clothes. And you smell good. And you nice. And you Black?
Love it. It was actually DreamCon. I can see why people
literally
go to
everybody was so nice.
Everyone was nice.
Everybody was so nice. Everybody was talking.
The second day we went as Wings Club.
Yeah.
So we have the wings on.
Yeah.
We have some pictures and videos.
We're gonna follow us on Instagram, y'all.
Yes, please.
Twenteen podcast. Follow us on Instagram. Follow Kimmie. Follow me.
Yes.
On Instagram, and we're gonna post like other.
I actually have to start.
Yeah, we'll share some more stuff
because it was such a great experience.
Literally,
I was about to say because we had wings on and it was so bad because like I would hit people. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. They're like, it's okay, you look so good.
Yes, like they're like, oh, you're good, girl, you good. Like
it was so cute. It was such a vibe.
Yes.
One thing I do want to shout out for a safe place for everyone who is neurodivergent is Puzzles.
The puzzle room. The puzzle room.
Of color, right?
The puzzle room.
Was it Puzzles of Color?
Yes, Puzzles of Color.
Puzzles of Color.
I follow my Instagram, y'all. Puzzles of Color. And if you go to DreamCon, you need to be in the puzzle room. We need a bigger puzzle room. I don't think they were expecting as many people to love the puzzle room.
I'm so glad.
They were as much as we did.
It got worse.
When I say we went every single day, we went every single day.
It went every single day, but it got worse every day.
Yes, every day it got like more people. So like it would just be like the room is full of people. Like here's a concept of it. You would go in, get a picture, and you would color the picture in, and then they could turn it into a puzzle if you want it, or you could just keep the image.
I kept my image.
I turned mine into a puzzle. But yeah, we'll post pictures of that too, of our what we created.
Art, and what was even cooler is that on certain certain tables it just had like regular puzzles, like regular puzzles, so you could make or whatever, so that you could actually like sit there and make it with your friends. But literally the whole entire room was silent. It wasn't like just silence, but it was just like comfortable silence. You know, you were safe. You know, you could walk up to somebody and ask for markers or something, and they won't be like, "What the fuck?" Like, it was so calming.
Yes, I liked all the like event, like little events and stuff that they had too. They had one that was like events for the girls.
Bro. We went to the Black Girly one.
They had the film, so you went to go and watch the film.
We watched the film one.
Yes,
and we also the one that I wasn't.
It was
expecting.
karaoke.
The one I was not expecting. I think I had the most fun was actually the Disney karaoke. The Disney karaoke actually stands out in my mind so much because it was like so much fun.
She was scrolling through the events, and I was like, "The Disney karaoke," and she was like, "Oh my god."
I was like,
she was like, "Oh my god," because she knows that I love. She knows that I love. I know, and I
was like, okay, fine, we'll do it because it's supposed to be your birthday weekend. But it was so funny because I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was just people who love Disney singing these songs at the top of their lungs, and they were all enjoying themselves. Like Jamal, he walked in later because he had some event that he wanted to go to. This was the first event also that he like roamed by himself or with our friend, our guy friend. He would just like go and do shit. Like they just like left and we were just by ourselves high key most of the time. So I was like, oh, okay. And I said it. I was like, he doesn't do that at SuperCon. Like he usually sticks like right on me, like by my side. He was gone. He was like, "Hey, yo, I got shit to do." I was like, "Oh, okay."
Because the event is it's so many things to do that it's like you have to like split off if you want to do the thing that you
like especially if you want to do something. It's like I don't want to sit. He never wanted to sit down and color like how me and her wanted to color.
So we were in there.
Him and our friend like left. They did their own
side mission. I don't know. They probably have a completely different view of DreamCon that we did. We had found them at the gaming tournament. Y'all, they actually have like a gaming tournament. I don't know if SuperCon has that, but they had a gaming tournament where it was like you could play you're playing. What was it?
They were playing all kinds of fighting games.
What
we came into was Super Smash.
Oh, okay. So they're playing, and then like
they said before they were playing Street Fighter.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, okay, they're playing all different.
And then if you're like really good at the game and you're gonna win, like you can win $1,000.
Yeah,
he won 1,000.
Yeah, I think they win money and stuff like
you
that,
win
which
money.
is really cool.
Yeah, and it was like broadcasted and everything. It was really cute.
they were live on Twitch and stuff like that. Like I said, DreamCon is a great experience.
It really is.
It has everything for everybody. It was absolutely amazing, and nobody felt overtly creepy. Because I felt like SuperCon, it can be sort of creepy sometimes. Like you'll have that one person. It's like, I need to talk to you. And you're like, ooh. Yeah. Because even the guys, if they were going to talk to you, they weren't sticky.
Yeah, they weren't sticky. Makes sense. I know,
That makes sense. They weren't sticky. They were like, hey, I just want to say, you look nice. Yeah. Like, thank you. And just kept pushing. Like, it wasn't like nothing really weird.
Yeah. But they know how to read a vibe.
Yeah.
Which is like amazing. Like, what?
I love it.
What?
I love it.
Wow. We didn't even get to dodgeball. Because we had ended up accidentally walking.
Okay, hold on. Like, let's be honest. DreamCon was our main character event.
Yeah,
that was us being main characters.
But it was also just like literally so much stuff to do. That's what I'm saying.
We
didn't even finish the Disney room. The Disney room was amazing because it was just like they played Disney stuff.
Yeah, Jamal, I was gonna say really quickly. Jamal walked in and he said he saw legit hood niggas, like niggas with dreads, grills in their mouth, singing at the top of their lungs, knowing word for word the Disney
bar
songs.
For bar, the Disney song.
Bar for bar.
Yes.
And mind you, they're not playing like, oh, Disney. They're playing like Scars, Be Prepared.
Yes.
They're playing Hercules, like the song.
Yes. If there's a price for rotten judgment.
Yeah.
And
like,
they would literally be like they would literally be screaming at the top of the lungs. They were lyrics.
Like
they was over here like they was doing formations like in a line. In a line, like doing formations to the songs.
They literally were doing some like college walking, dancing shit like that. Was so cool.
Yes.
Disney was cool. The first day we did end up somehow in dodgeball without RSVPing or anything.
Jamal was trying to get in there. Or
he was
like that.
He was trying so hard to get in, and they couldn't get in.
And we were walking.
Me and her got lost.
Like we went to Puzzles of Color.
Yeah,
and we were coming back downstairs, and we were walking popcorn, and then we were walking. And then we got lost. Like we were just like walking. Well, we got lost. We were just walking inside. And we were like looking. We were looking. Okay. So we're like walking, and I'm walking. As I'm walking, there's like this like rope and like roped off, but I like walked on the opposite side of the rope. Yeah. And then Kimmie's like, what? And I'm walking, and we're just all walking, and they're letting people in. They're like, come on, let's go. The next 16 people, the next 16 people, 1, 2, 3.
People, and we got in.
I'm like walking my popcorn, just like.
We weren't even in a rush because some people were like, jogging.
Yeah.
We had no.
We were just walking.
We casually walked in there. Got damn near
front row seats. We're like walking, and I just sat down. And I'm just like, okay. And we're like, so what are they doing in here? And then like we're like, oh, Kimmie's like, it's a dodgeball.
I was like, oh, I guess they're playing dodgeball here.
And I was like, wasn't your mom trying to get tickets in here?
And then me and you sat there. We started eating the popcorn.
Yeah, we're eating popcorn, right? Just like in their rooms, like starting to fill up or whatever.
Yeah, me and her eating popcorn.
Yeah,
we're like, and then she goes, wait, is this the dodgeball? I go, yeah, I think it is. And she's like, oh. Wait, isn't Jamal trying to get in? And I was like, you should call Jamal. I was like, call him and see if he can still get in because they were like counting people, so maybe there's still time for him to come in. Wherever he wasn't able to get in there. No, he wasn't.
They closed them doors.
They were outside. Yeah, we were inside front row seats watching these niggas. And
then I had looked it up on my phone because they're like live broadcasting.
Yeah.
So I was like looking at my phone, like watching it from like my phone and watching it in front of me at the same time. I'm like, okay. I was like, oh look. I'm like, Kai Cenat is here. I'm like, oh look, and Kimmie was kind of seeing the other people because I didn't know anybody else besides.
I would say I know
Kai
more
Cenat,
of the RDC world and the Berleezy and Storymodebae gang.
So I was just, I was like, the only person I was like, oh, it's Kai Cenat. I saw his video with North.
Yeah, she was like, I
saw his video with Northwest that one time.
Yeah. But didn't. That was even funnier because you were like, "There's Kai Cenat there." I'm like, "No, he's not." And you're
I'm like,
Kimmie,
yeah. I'm
yes,
like, look, he's right there. I'm like, you can see him.
I was like, oh, I don't personally like him. It's all right. I was
like, I've seen that one video.
Like, she said, I've only known him for that.
I said, I know him and I know the Asian guy, mind you. Yeah. This Asian guy. I don't know his name. I don't even know his name.
I think it's Ray.
Okay, yeah. Ray. Like we were sitting.
Okay,
Ray. Because they were literally like trying to sit like for the Disney room because like we were like waiting to like get inside because they had another event in there, so like it's like everything's timed or whatever.
I'll let her tell her story and then we'll go ahead and tell other stories.
This man literally almost ran into me. Yep. Like people like he had come from behind the curtain or whatever, and I'm just like, okay, like I remembered his face from the Kai Cenat videos or whatever. I wasn't trying to talk to him or nothing. I was just walking and he was walking like in the opposite direction. Yeah. And I'm just like, okay, like, are you gonna run into me? Like, you're not gonna say excuse me? Like nothing? Like you're just gonna run into me? Like, girl, sir, I know you see me. I know I got these big ass wings on my back. I'm half naked. I'm half naked. My boots is tall as hell. You see me. You can't miss me. And he was just acting like he was gonna run into me. Like I wasn't gonna move. So I didn't move. He went around me and people were like, hi, can you take a picture? Can you take a picture? I just feel like it's kind of rude to just not at least like, you know, hi, hello, or like something, you know, like something. Like he like straight face, like walking like as if, bitch, I don't even remember your name. But like, I don't even remember your name. Like for you to just like walk by and like people are like, oh, can I get a picture? Oh my gosh, can I get a picture? And you're just like, stone face, like at least say hi, and that's how I know that it's possible. Like I'm not saying like you have to give your time to people, but at least say hi as you're walking by, like acknowledge people. But like that's how I know it's possible because Bree, this creator that she really likes.
God,
Bree, when I tell you that this girl is literally so nice,
she
like
is
so
nice.
I didn't even know her before this. But for her event, she walked out into the line and just said hi to people, like, hi, whatever, hi.
Because the second day, we went to the Disney karaoke.
Yes.
And then we went to Baby Brigade.
Yes.
And I was telling Carolyn, I was like, oh, you would like Baby Brigade because I've seen it last year on, like, Bree's story, Storymodebae's story. And I was like, oh, my God, I gotta go. High key, that made me want to go to Dreamcon more because I was like, oh, Dreamcon's, I felt like Dreamcon was more for guys, right? Like black men. And I was like, I don't want to be in a space with black men and just have to validate myself why I'm in this space, being like, I play video games, I do this, I know this, whatever. So
that's what that for the girls meeting was for. They literally spoke about it. Like they're like, for the girls, have you ever ran into a guy who was like, what do you know about this anime?
Your credentials,
like, oh, what do you know about? Yeah.
So I didn't want to do
I like that event. That was nice.
That was actually very a breath of fresh air. I love them. I will
a room full of black women just
sitting there being like,
we know
you're a nerd.
Yeah.
It was so cute. But so when I seen Baby Brigade, I was like, oh well, I have to go next year because now I know it's like, you know, for the girls.
Yes.
Then they're finally letting people in. I've been RSVP'd this, and
she was so excited for this
came
event.
Through the actual line to say hi. I took a picture with her in my Wings outfit.
She was literally so shocked. Like I was too, because I was like, wait, did you saw her before, right? Like you saw her in passing or something like that, wasn't it?
No. Jamal saw her
right, and she was like upset because she was like, "Ain't no way."
He saw everybody.
Like, ain't no way.
Everybody. He saw everybody. He saw Mark, took a picture with Mark. He saw Patrick Cloud, took a picture with Patrick Cloud. I was like, what the fuck?
What's his name? Not Susie. Susie?
No, not Susie. And it was like, oh,
Susie was there.
Susie was there.
Yeah.
And he stood there for hours talking to people.
He was like, I feel like that's amazing.
So amazing.
Yeah, he was standing there for hours like, meeting people.
Hours.
And, yes, like the line just kept going
longer.
And
I'm
sure
bad.
He stood there until the last person or until the event closed.
Yeah, definitely.
Like he was
such a sweetheart, and he would like actually give like advice to people and stuff. Like he was
because we literally left and walked back like maybe an hour or two later, and he was still standing there.
And the whole entire day we just kept walking back and
walking past him, just like he's still there.
Like, oh, he's such a sweetheart.
Yeah.
Susie's really cool. But you know she did that for Bay Brigade,
and he got a picture of her first, and she was like, oh my gosh, like that's unfair or whatever, right? Then she gets in the line and starts like, hi.
Yeah, she starts like waving at hi to physically people came through
in the line.
I took a picture with her.
And she was like,
I couldn't even like react fast enough. I was like,
she didn't even realize. I was like, it was like that meme where it's like, she's behind you. Because it was like in the same line you were upset. And then she just pops up and it's like, hi, thanks so much for coming.
Yeah,
and I was like,
it was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Then we go inside the event. They're playing music, so we start.
Yeah, I'm like dancing, like I'm like, that's my song. I was like, okay, I'm gonna like this event because I'm like, this my song.
They're playing music.
They was playing good kids. I was like,
they was playing music, and Caroline gets picked out of the crowd. Mind you, they picked both of us. But I was like, are they gonna kick us out? What the fuck is going on?
I didn't know what was going on.
So Caroline gets
the girl got Kimmie's attention first or whatever because she was pointing. She was like, you, and I'm like, who is she talking about? I'm like, and Kimmie's like me, and we're like, and she goes like, we're like, she's like, you too, you, like,
she keeps saying yes,
like,
you.
I'm like, what is she
Caroline
talking about?
Gets up,
so I'm like, okay, I'm like, get up. I'm thinking too that we're gonna be in trouble.
Yeah, like I was like,
so I get up. Happening? Mind you, we're in like kind of like in the middle.
We're in the middle, but
and we're kind of in the back, and then we're like,
actually, we're in the middle of the middle.
Yeah, we were in the middle
of the middle,
and we were like kind of in the back, in the middle. Yeah, in the middle back ish. Yeah. So I'm like, what? What do we do? And then like, there's like. What, like maybe like 6 or 7 more people on this side, 6 or 7 people on that side.
We're in the middle of the
dead
middle.
Ass in the middle. And she's like, you. I'm like, what did I do? I'm like, what do we do?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna go see what she. So I'm like, excuse me.
Sorry,
mind you,
sorry.
I'm in. My ass was basically
She's
out.
In
like I'm
Winx Club.
A Winx Club outfit. My ass is basically half out.
Was
I'm like, okay.
She's like, sorry, excuse me.
Sorry,
my ass fat.
Excuse me, actually. Actually. And then I get over to her. And she's like, actually, we saw you dancing. Do you want to be in the show? I'm like, huh?
She's like, what?
I've never seen the show. I don't know what's going on. So I was like, huh? I was like, oh, I don't know how to do this show. She's like, no, that's fine. She's like, do you want to be in it though? I'm like, yeah, I guess. And I was like, my ass is out though. She's like, huh? I'm like, my butt. And she's like, let me see. Turn around. I turn around, show her my butt. She's like, it's not that bad. I'm like,
you know what's so funny?
I'm like, oh, okay.
That's the same exact reaction. You put it on, you're like, Kimmie, my ass out. I'm like, let me see.
It's not that bad.
It's just one cheek, bro. You fine. God, I'm
like, okay. I'm like, should I put tights on? You're like, no. I'm like, oh, okay. I guess so.
Was like, we don't got time.
Well,
Shut
up. So then she's like, I'm like, oh, okay. She's like, so I'm like, what do you do for the game? She's like, oh, like you're gonna go up and like they're gonna have categories or whatever. I'm gonna play or whatever. I'm like, okay. I was like, can my friend come too? She's like, oh no, we already have like another girl from the other side. It's gonna be one other guy. They already got him. They're just meeting back. I'm like, I mean, okay. Mind you, Kimmie doesn't know what's going on. She think that I'm getting in trouble.
I literally thought she got like in trouble.
Yeah.
Got high key. Like I thought they were gonna like, I don't know why.
Kick us out or something.
I thought you were in like a security room, so I got scared. I started texting her.
Yeah, she's like, "Are you good?"
I was like, "Girl, do you need me to go there? Like, I will run." I said, "Bitch, I will take my boots off." And right, and then she goes, "No, I think she goes, I'm a part of the show." I look at my phone. I look at Jamal and I go, she's a part of the show. Mind you, right before you text that, Jamal goes, I think she's a part of the show. And I go, shut up. What are you talking about? And then you text, I am a part of the show. I go, she's a part of the show. and it's like all seriousness, I was like, fuck, I gotta get my bitch ready. I was like, you want your wings? You want the boots? Like, what do you want? Like,
no, because literally, like when she left, she's like, okay, so I'm gonna bring you over to this other girl. She like sent me the other girl, and she was like standing by the curtain, like to get behind the stage or whatever. I go up to the other girl, and I'm like, hey, I'm like, she's like, oh, okay. She's like, so there's gonna be people back here, you know, we don't want to make them uncomfortable because you know they're gonna be about to be on stage, so we don't want to make them too uncomfortable. XYZ or whatever. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, well, I said, let me tell you something. I said, my friend brought me here. I don't know nothing that's going on. I don't know none of these people. She said, perfect. Yo. She said, perfect. I said, okay. And she's like, yeah, so when you get on stage, like, you know, just like there's gonna be cameras and audience. I was like, oh, I was like, I also I do PA stuff. I have a film degree. She's like, perfect. She just grabbed me by the arm. She's like, get in there. Go, get in there. You're perfect. I'm like, okay. Literally. So I'm like just in the back.
And my mind starts reeling because I was like, oh my God, wait, I have to make sure my bitch looks good, right? Because if she's going to be on stage, because I remember they like kind of recorded it. So I was like, oh my God, she has to look fine. Yeah. So I was like, okay. So I texted Caroline. I said, you want your boots?
Yeah.
You want your wings? Like I will run and if I was like, girl, if I have to go in there.
run back there and come. Yeah.
Like, stop.
Yeah.
Girl, put your wings on. Oh my God, you look so cute. Like I started like
a momager.
Yeah, that's literally what happened.
Get back there.
I was like, I literally started doing that, right?
So then
I got progressively more and more nervous.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were nervous. I got progressively more nervous for you because I was like, and then I sat there and I was like, oh my God. Jamal's on his phone and it was like, I forgot which YouTube channel it was, but they were streaming like everything. That was going on, like the main event or whatever.
Yes.
Jamal goes, that's weird. Berleezy's not at the basketball game because the basketball game is going on at the same time. He goes, that's weird. Berleezy's not at the basketball game. And I was like, and mind you, I'm nervous.
And he was at the dodgeball game.
He was at the dodgeball game.
When we were there, he was at the dodgeball game. Yeah. She pointed him out to me. I said, wow, that man's big.
She said, oh. No. You said verbatim, oh, he's so big. Like, he's so big, it's scary.
No, I said, wow, he's big. He's tall. Cause like you could see, like from where we were sitting, all the people are like we're in the front, but it's like the people are kind of so far away from you, so they kind of look like small. Yeah. Him, it's like he's so big.
He looks so big.
Like wow, like you could tell that there's definitely like a height difference between all the other people who were playing dodgeball. Yeah. Right. So that's why I said he's big. Right.
No. And then we progressively start talking about how tall people. Strangely
tall people kind of scare me.
Her, yeah.
Because I feel like. I don't know. Like it feels like they're either gonna fall on me. Like I don't know. Like I'm just scared of. You. I think it's also just I'm scared of like that creature from Moana. Like not the creature because she was a goddess or whatever she was. Like I feel like being so small, like and people being like really big, kind of scare me for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's just a short person thing.
Yeah, but I don't know because we also
for some reason they scare me. They've always scared me.
We touched upon it with the phobia of the statues and stuff. It's like the same feeling.
Yes, like
and it's just this time it moves.
Yes. So then like she's. Jamal and you were sitting there.
So Jamal sits there. He goes, huh, that's weird. Berleezy's not at the basketball game. Mm-hmm. Mind you, I'm nervous because I'm like, oh my fucking God. I just, like, it's like I became a mom and was like, I just want her to do good. I don't want her to be nervous. I want her to do good. I don't want her to be nervous. Oh my God, I'm going to throw up. Right? Yeah. Jamal says that and I was like, can you shut the fuck up? Like, I don't care where he's at right now. God. Like, I got so pissed off because I was like, is that all you can think about? It's a fucking basketball game?
Like, she's just been kidnapped.
I was like, do you understand? She's gonna go on stage in like 15 minutes and you're talking about some fucking video game. I don't care.
And I'm just in the back, like, they're still playing the music so we could hear it louder because they have two speakers in the back. So I'm sitting in the back, like,
and the funniest part is I'm like drenched in sweat. Carolyn's like, I love Fine China by Chris Brown. And I'm like, yes, that's nice, sweetie.
I'm like sitting in the back, like, she's such a good guitar, singing Fine China, everything. Like, I'm just in the back vibing.
Mind you, I'm literally sweating bullets. I'm like sweating. I'm shaking. It got to the point where I'm not even like lounging back.
Yeah,
I'm
like she's
sit up like this, and I'm like,
and I'm over here like just partying in the back, like
a child. She's like,
and then I met the other contestants or whatever. I'm like, yeah, I'm Caroline. They took like a group picture of us. I'm just like we're just vibing out in the back, right?
Yeah.
So then she's like saying, "Oh, do you want your lip gloss? Do you want your shoes?" Da da da. Because we had wore like the big like chunky Wings Club shoes.
Yeah.
Honestly, if I wore those, that probably would have helped.
It would not make you look like that. Sorry.
It would not make you look like that.
You look like a midget. But I know it's bad, but Jesus. I was like, oh.
So then we're like, I'm back there just waiting. At first I was like a little bit nervous. And then eventually I was just like, like I'm like as I was sitting there for a while, I was like, get it together, like let's chill, like it's cool, like we do a podcast. I mean, it's kind of different because it's like it's just us in here, so it's not that scary.
Literally the most isolated thing ever.
Yeah, it's literally just us. So that's why I feel so comfortable to like talk. Yeah, because it's just us.
Yeah,
but like there, I was just like, okay, like it doesn't matter, like it'll be cool or whatever, it'll be calm. I'm like, maybe we won't even be able to see the crowd half the time. I mean, really, then we get on stage, introduce. They're like, introduce yourself, whoever. I'm like, I'm Caroline, I'm from Miami 305.
Okay. Preferences. I lost my voice at this event because I was screaming so hard for Caroline. Like, it got to the point where if nobody knew I was her best friend, they knew that day I was her best friend. Yeah. Because I screamed every time for Caroline. Like, like Caroline came out and I was like, right? And then the girls that were sitting next to us, they turn and they're like, oh my God, she's on stage. Yeah. I was like, yeah, I know. Yeah. It's crazy, right?
So I'm literally up there. Like, as soon as I hit the stage, I don't know what it was. Like, I was like, okay, I'm a little nervous. My tummy's a little bit scared. As soon as I hit the stage, it was like,
she turned it on. Because she said, right? Because everybody was like, oh, I'm from here. And then you hear the crowd scream. Here, I'm sorry.
I said I'm from Miami. Something about the energy just like made me like feel like I don't know, like it was like I got so hyped. I was like, oh
it was the funniest shit ever. It's because Caroline was saying there's some shit like this. Hold on. My name's Caroline from Miami 305. And literally all you could hear is like other people, but because I'm delusional, I heard me scream. So I was like, I know she heard me scream.
I couldn't see when I was up there. It was like pitch black. Couldn't see shit
because of the way how they did the lights.
It's just like the first like 2 rows I could see, but I couldn't see anybody else past there.
If I could run, if I would have known it would be okay for me to run up, I'd have definitely been in the first fucking row. Like,
So then
I'm like, move, my best friend, move. It's my best. That's my best friend on the stage. Move. You don't know her. Move.
So then we're sitting on stage. I'm standing on stage. And they're like, oh, we're about to get the game started. Like, okay, we're gonna bring out some people or whatever. So then I guess they introduced like Jazzy Gunn and Cleo Thomas, whatever.
Yeah, she goes, whatever. Mind you, I seen Jazzy Guns, and I go, me and Jamal look at each other because we kind of like know her from like other like YouTube videos or whatever. We look at her. We both look at each other. We go, she's thick as fuck. God damn! I was like, you only see like up here. I was like, Jesus.
What she got back there?
God damn it. Right? Yeah. And then we seen Cleo Thomas, and I've been following Cleo Thomas's like career like a nerd. I did not realize how far I've been following this thing. Yeah. I followed him from his music career. Yeah. And I was like, that's saying something. His music was not the greatest.
He started in holes.
He started in holes. And then he grew up, started doing music. I followed him through music. Yeah. And then obviously
that's what I knew him from. Other than that, but even then, at that time, I didn't know that that's where he was from.
Yeah.
So like they're saying these people, I'm like, okay. I'm like, yeah, people are
cheering.
Or whatever.
I was screaming. I was like, Cleo!
So I'm like, okay, they're all cheering, all happy or whatever. I'm like, okay. And then they're calling my side, my team or whatever.
Yeah.
They introduced the first 2 people, and then Bree says, and Berleezy. And I don't know this man. But when I say that the crowd, I couldn't see anything, but I could see the first 2 rows. When I say that, I literally could hear it was like an eruption of
just
screams and people all standing up. They're like,
just
like screaming for Berleezy.
Yeah.
And so at that time, I'm like, oh, I guess it's Berleezy.
So, like, I don't know who
I guess it's Berleezy. So then I'm like, okay, so I'm like turning to see like who is, and when I say this man.
I got all the video. I sat there and first off, you can hear me in the video. I've recorded everything.
She said, "What the fuck?"
Clear as day.
What the fuck? And like, as day. You could also see like me in the video. I'm just like,
she literally, she sits there and she goes, cutest thing ever. Carolyn's like,
I'm like
smiling, and then he comes next to her. She goes,
what the fuck?
Like she literally goes,
give me like
your face drops. Like you don't smile anymore. You're just like, oh my God,
this motherfucker.
Jesus, you know you big. Like literally, she's like,
what the fuck? No, literally. So I was like,
and she's not in her boots.
Yes.
She's in her flattest of flat
I'm in my
sandals.
flattest of flat sandals, so I'm literally at 5'2". I'm literally at 5'2". Exactly. I don't know how tall this man is, but to me, I was like, oh my God.
She said,
this man.
And then in the video, you can hear me say, she has no clue who this man is. and what killed me is because I whispered it, because I said, if I say that shit out loud, they might kill her. They might kill her, right? And then Jamal looks at me, like, the funny part is, like, this all behind, like, me recording.
Yeah.
I look at Jamal, I'm like, she has no clue who this man is, right? And then Jamal looks at me, he smiles, and he goes, not a damn clue. Right? The bitches next to us, after they found out, right? They go, she's on the team with Berleezy. I was like, I know, that's my best friend. Like, I was so proud.
And I'm just standing up there like, okay. And I'm like, so we're gonna get this game started, I guess. Yeah. So then, like, we just up there, we playing the game. Like, I'm trying to recommend some songs, because, like, once I figured out like what the game objective was, I was like, oh, this is like actually really fun. Mm-hmm. So like, I feel like that was really like so fun, just because like I was on the stage and like playing the game. So that made it so much more fun than like being an audience member. Yeah. So I would see that. I loved it so much.
Yeah. She enjoyed herself.
I did.
It was so funny because I was such a ride or die. I always screamed for her side. Even when the song obviously flopped, I was like, it don't matter, it's me. I'm here for you. Like, I was screaming. Yeah. To the point where I knew at the end, I was like, yeah, my voice is gone. Yeah. And then obviously, like, after like the whole like thing, it's so funny because I see clips where you're just standing there like dancing, and I'm like, there's my best friend with Berleezy, and she don't literally.
And I'm so sorry.
No clue who this man was.
I'm sorry to this man.
This man can walk on the street.
And I wouldn't know a thing.
Sorry to this man.
Sorry to this man.
Literally,
I don't know this man.
Literally, that's what I thought was so funny.
And then Kimmie was like, if that was me on stage, I would have been freaking out. And Jamal was like, I would have been panicking. Just because he's on stage and there's so many people.
Jamal was like, oh no, just me knowing that there's like thousands of people in the crowd, I would have freaked out. Yeah. I was like, I would have freaked out because either side, I knew the people, so I would have freaked out that I'm with the same team. I'm conversing. I'm trying to like think of shit to win.
Yeah, and you gotta talk to them.
Yeah, you actually
gotta
like,
be a team player and be like, okay, like this thing. Yeah,
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I feel like the other guy who was on my team knew them, so he was kind of like a little bit nervous. I don't know, maybe not, but he seemed like a little bit nervous. I'm like, God, we in a group. Like, come on, we got being competitive. We got to chat.
Can you get the fuck out
together? We need a chat. We need a chat. Think of a song.
She was like, if I lose this,
think of a music. Think of a music. Think of a song.
She's like, think of music.
Think of music. Think a song. Get it. Come on. Yeah, but then you started to like, like warm up to it or whatever.
Yeah, it was so funny.
And then I just get to dance. I got to dance on stage and just be like, my booty was out, so I wasn't trying to do too much because I didn't want my mom to kill me.
The funny part is you say that, but your mom would not give a fuck. She would not. She'd just be like, oh, okay.
You're like, all right, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, eat it up.
Yeah.
Nerd.
A bunch of nerds.
A
bunch of nerds.
Like, literally, it was so... That was, like, so much fun. It was so fun because, like, at the end... When like Caroline's just standing there, it was so weird because like you had like a weird posse around you when I like was coming up to you. Just people like, oh my god, like just like talking about the experience with you. And I literally ran. I was looking for you. I ran through everybody. All my fucking boots. My feet are killing me at this point. I couldn't feel shit.
And then she got all my stuff too because it was left there. So I was just like, I have shit, my boots, my everything, my wings.
I'm like
running. I'm like looking around, like what's going?
I'm running to her and I'm screaming at the top of my lungs. I'm like, that's my bitch. That's my bitch. Right. Not only that, I like hug her and I immediately start tearing up.
She starts tearing up. I'm like, it's okay, Kimmie, it's okay.
I was like,
she's like, no, because that's my bitch. And I'm like, look at her, she's tearing up again. Stop it.
It was so funny.
Kimmie, stop. No, you're tearing up again.
I'm laughing.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
Was I crying? I was crying like I birthed you. Like, bitch.
That's best friend shit.
Dog, it was so funny. It was so fucking like I cried. Like, what the fuck? I was like,
if you was on stage too, I would be losing my voice, flipping, turning, dude, like doing cartwheels and shit. Like I would be losing my mind. I would have
known, I could have left my seat and been in the front. I'd have been
because they were. I had pointed to Berleezy. I pointed him out to Berleezy. I'm like, bro. I'm like, they're twerking in the front. He was like,
It gotta be hard to point out the bitch is twerking. It gotta be hard.
Because when I was up there, I'm like, look at, look. I said they throwing it. He said,
they They was throwing
I'm like, oh, okay. They was throwing it in the front. They was throwing it in the front for Berleezy. I'm not gonna lie. They was like,
I would have too.
Jamal just standing in the corner like, bruh.
He said, look, I don't know how many niggas I gotta fight off. I gotta fight off K-pop niggas. I gotta fight off actual niggas. Like, what the fuck is going on here? I'm sitting here like, huh?
Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, but it was literally so fun.
It was a lot of fun.
And then what's so crazy too is that like I'm so glad that she actually got to talk to Bree. Because we had went to the chicken. We went to the literally. I wasn't joking.
Famous chicken.
I literally wasn't joking when I said there was a chicken spot down the street. They kind of pissed me off, but whatever. Yeah. Different story for another time.
Yeah.
But we were eating at this chicken spot.
Yeah.
And literally, like outside the window, I'm like, oh. I said, oh look, Bree.
It's like a Disney Channel episode.
Literally like a Disney Channel episode. Cause I'm like, it's like windows behind me, but I could see her.
Yeah.
I turned. I said, oh look. I said, Bree's right there. I'm like, huh. I'm like staring out the window. I'm like, oh look, she's talking to somebody or whatever. And she's talking to somebody. Then somebody is walking up to her, and I said, oh look, somebody walked up to talk to her. I turn around and Kimmie is gone. I said, oh, it's Kimmie. I said, what? I'm like looking at the other people at the table. I'm like, did you see her get up to leave? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, oh.
It was just Caroline. Caroline was like,
oh look, it's Bree out there.
Bree's right there.
Oh look, somebody's coming up to talk to her.
Someone's coming.
Where the fuck did Kimmie?
It's Kimmie that's talking to her. It's Kimmie.
Yeah, and like literally, like she's sitting there and she made this girl cry. Like both of them. No, I didn't mean to. Both of them are sitting there crying. Like I'm like, I wonder what she's saying to her, because both of them was just like in a moment, and I'm like, that seems so special to me that she actually got to like talk to her.
Yeah, because that's another thing too, where I was telling Jamal, I was like, it's really hard, or my life in like really nerdy shit has always been very hard, because it's like I've always been the black girl that likes it.
Right.
It's different when a white girl likes it, because it's like, okay, it's a little bit more accepted. When you're the black girl, I feel like it's so much more weight on you.
Right.
Because what black girls, they love hot Cheetos and Takis. You know what I mean? Like it's like that stereotype. So it's like, it was always so hard, and I always had to prove myself everywhere I went. So it was so cool to finally see somebody who not only was pretty, not only carried themselves a certain way, but actually didn't look like a nerd. Because some people were like, you don't look like a nerd. Right. Like, so you expect me to have a rolling book bag?
Listen to me. You listen to me right now, bitch. Listen to me.
I said it one time. What a one time.
I can't believe you right now.
Oh, my bad.
Listen, my rolling book bag was fly as fuck.
So that one person was like, who the fuck?
It was cheetah print. Thank you.
Cheetah print is crazy.
I was riding that high off of Cheetah Girls. Thank you.
Crazy.
I felt like a cheetah girl with my rolling book bag. And yes, I am a nerd. And I'm still hot as fuck. Thank you.
I know, but the thing is, it's like that that perception was just like, you know, people didn't expect someone that was pretty. Right. Because, okay, honestly, guys, I don't think I'm pretty. Everyone else thinks I'm pretty. I don't think I'm pretty. I think I'm just like, okay.
Y'all need to add that sound effect that's like, doom.
Womp, womp, womp.
No, for my facial expression, I wouldn't. Because, are you serious?
No, I'm being dead ass. Like, y'all know my self-esteem issues. Anyways, so it's like, I didn't think I was pretty. So everyone would be like, you? Like, video games? Prove it. And you're like, oh, here we go. Yeah. Right? So it was just crazy. So then I finally, like, I found Storymodebae through Berleezy. Like, he was playing a game with her. And I was like, who is this girl? I was like, who is this girl? Because she's funny. They were playing It Takes Two.
Oh, okay.
And it was so funny because he would, like, purposely fuck her over in the game. Like, he would find a random shit so that she would die. And then she would have to redo it's like her part over or whatever. He was like, hey. I was like, who's this girl? Because she's not bad at games. Because another thing in, like, the girl gaming world is that you have those girls that put on the performance of I play video games. And when I mean put on a performance, they're beat to the gods. They are playing the game and they're like, oh, why is it so hard? I don't get it. And it's like they kind of are bad at the game. It's like, okay, you're not entertaining, but you're not saying anything. Yeah,
not like they're not. No.
And there's like no personality to them. It's like all like cut and paste same thing. So I was like, who is this girl? Because she's like funny. Like she was cracking jokes on Berleezy. Like she was like, if I get up there, bro, I swear to God, I get up there. She's like, you lucky I can't beat you in this game. Like, she was saying shit like that. I was like, she's funny. Yeah. Then I followed her and I was like, yo, she's funny as hell. Yeah. She's funny. She's cool. She's pretty. She's into music. Like, she's just so cool. And she like talks about like music world and shit like that. Like, she's really into music. Like, really into music. And she like talks about like video games and music, and she was like hosting Olympics and shit like that. That's
like, cool.
She's a big time hoster where it's like you wouldn't realize it until you're like, holy shit, she's on TV. Like, she's crazy. But yeah, like I was like following her and I was like, no, she's like cool as hell, and like the game she was playing, and it's like she literally felt like a girl's, like in a girl way, a girl's girl. Like she literally felt like, no, I've been playing video games
in the
most
authentic way,
in the most genuine way. Like she was playing a horror game, and there was a point where like she got scared in a horror game, and she paused and she said, "Y'all, I'm about to start crying." She was like,
it sounds like me.
She's like, I don't play horror games for this reason.
Bro.
She said, I don't like it. I don't like the vibe.
Games. We need to play it. Literally, y'all tell Kimmie to start streaming.
I'm going to.
Tell her to start streaming, and then I'll come on there and play a couple of games, and it's gonna always be Little Nightmares.
That's the only time we're gonna play.
I feel like that's literally gonna be the funniest game
so
for both of us to play together.
It's so good. It's gonna be so good. I'm gonna enjoy watching you play Little. I'm gonna watch you play Little Nightmares.
We're gonna switch off, baby, because once I pass a level, you gonna pass a level, and we both gonna be screaming together.
That's how I played Little Nightmares in the first place. Me and my ex, we were playing. We're switching it off.
Yeah.
He like every time when someone died.
Yeah.
I didn't die at one point, so I finished the whole entire game.
Wow.
And he was just like, why are you good at this? And I was like, I don't know, I'm scared as fuck.
That's why I've been running. That's actually what it is.
I
have so much adrenaline in me. I've been running.
I really want to put the game down. I need to go use the bathroom. Help. Like, seriously. So so it was like funny because like just like I just like loved her. I just loved her aura and her authenticnness and how she's genuine and whatever. Seen her outside the fucking chicken place, and Jamal looked at me one time and was like, go outside, take it, like talk to her. Like he's like, go outside, take a picture, whatever, right? I go outside, I was like, oh my God, I love, like, you know.
You already got a picture though.
Yeah, I already had a picture.
Yeah,
so
she had a picture because she already met her. That's what I said. There's certain people, it's like you could tell that they're authentically nice and genuinely like a nice person. Like to come, I never knew about this girl in the first place. When we were standing in the line and she literally said hi to every single person. I don't even know you. I don't even know you. And you still say, thank you so much for coming to my event. Thank you so much. And you show your appreciation. Like that's literally like that speaks to your character. And I was like, oh wow.
It's literally like, little things. Like, wow. Honest. And then so like I went outside. I was like, oh my God, Brie, I love you so much. Like, can I get a picture? So we took a picture. Like we talked about our nails really quickly, and then we took a picture. And then it was like, well, here's time to just randomly start trauma dumping on somebody. Like I don't know what happened, and I just go, I just need you to really know that you are greatly appreciated by me. Like I personally love you. I was like, bro, I've had really hard days. I've had days where me being in the film industry, I'm like, fuck, am I gonna make it? Stuff like just like doubts and stuff. And I was like, and just watching you play Def Jam fights or playing some stupid little retro game makes me feel like it's okay. Everything's okay. Yeah, everything's okay. And like I told her, I was like, and it means so much that you, as a black girl with your braids in, with your bust down, with your nails, everything, and you're playing these games, and you're not like bad at the games. You're just like having fun. Like she genuinely has trying. Fun. You're genuinely like she's just having fun. Like she's not trying to play the game to be good. She's not playing the game for like any. She's just playing the game. Yeah, you just because she's like, I feel like playing Def Jam fights, and I want to be 50 Cent, and I want to beat people up. And it's like, okay, we're watching this, and she's like, oh. And it's just like, I told her, I was like, it means a lot to me because I, as a black girl, had that problem. I had that problem of having to prove myself, having to do this, having to whatever. And I was like, and it's so nice to see that you could just, I was like, you can be yourself in the most authentic way. And it's so cool and whatever. Yeah. So then she starts crying because I was crying because I was just like, it means a lot to me that you are just you. And it's so cool that you're you and you're just unapologetically you. Yes. So she starts crying, and then I'm crying, and then she was like, "Girl, you got us crying in front of the chicken place." And I said, "I know." I'm like, "I know it's crazy because I was in the chicken place and I saw you." And so it was. She was so sweet. Like if I ever saw her again, I so want to see her again. Like, I want to see her again and be like, "We're going to Dreamcon next year, guys." Yes, we are. We're gonna go to Dreamcon every year. Yes, like we're gonna try to go every single year. Like. You don't know. You might be busy doing film stuff. You never know. even if we're like, listen, so we're going to have to pause shooting real quick. I got somewhere to be. I got to go to Texas. They're like, Texas? What's in Texas? Like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You'll see me on the medias. And then you'll see me on the medias. Us on set. Like any other black person going to Dreamcon. Anybody else want to come with me? Let's go. Hands up. Let's go. Hands up. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got your tickets. Okay, cool. Okay, meet me there. Like literally, like we are gonna be the avid like advertising for Dreamcon because we had so much fun. It was. If we had to rate it, I would literally rate it like 10 out of 10.
12 out of 10.
Yeah, it was so good.
I had so much fun. And I just had fun with my bestie. Yeah, we just had so much fun.
It was so much. It was genuine fun.
It was genuine fun.
And I don't know how else to force that. Yeah. It was genuinely fun. Genuinely. You found fun in the dumbest things and the stupidest things. You found levity. You found lightheartedness and just the weirdest things. And you're like, wow, I needed this. Like, wow. I needed this. Like,
even if I came back home and had to do back to back for 2 weeks,
work like a slave.
I literally they had to slave us to make up for the time. I didn't care. Like it was so much fun.
Yeah, it was so much fun. It was so much fun. Yeah. And
it just feels so young. It feels so young. Like it feels so youthful.
It felt good. Yeah. It felt like a breath of fresh air. It was a perfect mid-year refresher.
And I always have a crisis around my birthday.
Yeah.
I had no crisis. I was just like, so much fun. It was just like so much fun that it was just like, yeah, I'm 23 now. I'm a little bit older, and that's okay. And
if this is what the rest of my years are gonna look like, it's fun.
Yes, this is what I have at 23. Is I have my best friend. Like that's what I got for. Like,
yeah, it was so much. Yeah. I genuinely love Dreamcon. Yeah, I recommend it to.
We're gonna be back.
Yeah, I would actually not just recommend it to Black nerds, but I'm saying if you're a Black nerd, that's actually recommended. Yes. Like, you have to go.
And they're getting bigger and bigger each year, so it's gonna be more events.
Houston this year.
Events. So
the next year is Houston. Yes. So I'm waiting for the next ticket drop because that ticket drop
gone. I know. I already know. Like I know it is.
Because it got to the point where people were like, you have to save up money. You have to do this, and I was like, yeah. Definitely. Yeah. Next time, bigger, better, and we're gonna be Houston, which means there's gonna be more tourist stuff to do. Because Austin, especially where we were in Austin, it wasn't a lot of touristy stuff.
It wasn't that bad though. It was still pretty fun.
It was fun.
It was all walkable.
Around. Yeah, it was all walkable. Fun to walk around. But Houston, it's a big tourist site. Okay. We finna have way more tourist shit to do. So I was like, yeah, we finna have to be
Texas,
there.
baby.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to Beyonce house. Pull up.
She's not gonna be there. It don't matter.
It don't matter. I'll still pull up.
No. And you be on the list. She's like,
like her, yeah.
Caroline, what?
Yeah, Mateo,
last name.
Put it on the list.
Last name. You're like, oh.
Hopefully next year we end up on a stage, y'all. I want to end up on another stage. Me and Kimmie this time, head to head. The Brie Brigade.
Bay Brigade was so much fun.
Yeah,
it's
Bay Brigade.
Yeah, it's Bay,
I was calling it Brie Brigade
because her
name is Brie
Storymodebae.
Oh,
so it's Bay
Brigade.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it was a lot of fun.
It was super fun. Yeah, super fun.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We actually have to end it.
We've been so far over time, but we just need to talk. Like we did. After all of this time, after all of this time being gone, where we've been going, girl. So I don't mind that this is like a longer episode.
Because I was like, sadly, because August our schedules were nowhere close to matching up. Where it was like, because after DreamCon, I had 2 days to myself, and then I had to move Gabby in. Gabby Dinger.
Hit him with the one.
Right, so Gabby, she had to move her up in Tallahassee because she and her girlfriend moved in together. Hi, Viv. So we had to move her in. So literally, I had 2 days. Drove up to Tallahassee, moved my sister in, drove all the way down, and then started work. And then after that, it was like work.
Yeah, I had 6 days in a row.
She had 6 days in a row.
And then even then 6 days, 1 day off, go back for 5 days.
Yeah, so it was actually so bad. Yeah, it was like I worked for 5 days, had a day off, worked for another 5 days, had the weekend off, worked another 5, and then mind you, like I said, I just moved in, so I'm still trying to get shit. So the minute I had a weekend off, it was me and my mom in a Home Goods trying to find little cutesy things or whatever. Still in that process, but it's a lot better now. Yeah. Way more integrated, way more, I think, moved in. It feels like it. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So
yeah, but guys, that's the end of this episode.
That is the end of this episode.
Please follow us. Like I said, we'll be posting extra clips when we're in at DreamCon in Texas. Yeah. So follow us on Instagram, Twitter. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe, y'all. We're gonna have more videos.
Yeah. And thank you guys so much to our audio listeners, because we do have audio listeners.
Oh, that's true.
And Gabby has recommended that we do the questions again.
The questions? Add questions. Okay, so what's today's question? Oh, are you guys gonna go to DreamCon next year?
Yeah,
that's the number one question.
Yeah,
are you guys going to DreamCon next year? And
second question: would you see us at DreamCon?
Yeah, would you see us on DreamCon?
Would you actually cite us out for DreamCon?
You want a picture, y'all. Like, we're gonna also take a picture on our phones. Like, we want the picture.
Yeah, like, no.
We want the actual picture.
Actually, I don't care if you want it. Yeah, I want it.
Yeah. So say hi.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching.
Thank you.
We will see you guys next week.
Yep. CNK
signing out. Oh, actually, it's not next week. Whatever. Y'all see us next episode. Anyways, let's do it again. Next episode. CNK signing out.